Hello everyone and welcome to my review of King Richard. King Richard, I was able to see it at the London Film Festival, and I have some good things to say about it, also ways in which the film could have been better. The movie, it portrays the real life stories of the early lives of the Williams sisters. However, the protagonist is Richard Williams, their father, played by Will Smith. The movie tells us in a way that Richard managed to raise his 5 daughters, including 2 tennis players who would go on to become legends in their respective sport. The movie shows us the challenges in which the Williams family has to go through in order to pursue their dreams. An example of this I found very nice was in the environment in which the sisters train in. Due to the financial burden of the Williams family, Richard has to train his daughters in a local park, which does not offer the same advantages as a normal hard court, which most tennis players are familiar with. All the while, the park is frequently attended to by gang members who seek to cause trouble. After there's a scene in the movie where one of the gang members, he makes a suggestive comment towards one of the daughters of Richard, and Richard, he confronts this gang member and says, "Hey, this girl ain't for you, man. You have to leave her alone." And this starts a fight. It starts a fight between the gang member and Richard, and this fight is shown in front of the daughters. The daughters are there just waiting in the car, but they see their dad get beat up, and that was really impactful because, seeing someone you respect so much and he's sacrificing so much and just get beat up, and that's gonna hurt, man. You see, that's why I really like about this film, the fact that it shows the sacrifice of Richard Williams. He's getting beat up. He's working in the night, in the morning. He's making sure the kids, they get their homework done, they do their practice, make sure they get food on the table, and this is just really cool, man. And just so much respect for the real life Richard Williams. He had the plan to change the life of his children forever, get them out of poverty, get them out of this cycle of you're working to live. You can't even achieve your dreams because the amount of resources around you and the environment it's not there. And I think what I liked about the beginning of the film was the fact that Richard, he was able to, instead of just thinking about the negatives, he always found something positive in every single environment he is. And this theme, it's really throughout the movie. You see him. Even there's a scene where he's talking to a tennis coach, and the tennis coach, he rejects his offer. "Oh, sorry, I can't train your daughters. I'm already training these other guys." And then during a practice with one of the 2 tennis players, he goes in to have a shower, and then the other guy, he's just chilling out. And then Richard was like, "Hey, look at these 2. They look like they're done today. Look at my daughters, man. Look at my daughters." And just, it's really cool. And Will Smith, he's, as you all know, he's one of the most charismatic actors in film history, and he always lifts the scene up, and his energy always, it changes the scene from a boring scene to an entertaining scene. And I think that he was cast well for Richard Williams, because Richard Williams, even though he's quite old, and in the film he has like grey hair and like he's a bit scruffy and everything, Will Smith, he really brings the charisma in Richard Williams. And because Will Smith in real life, he is charismatic, and he is charismatic in all the other roles Will Smith plays. So I think the casting of Will Smith as the main character was correct. The other cast, not really. The guy who played Rick Macy, I don't know what the actor's name was, but he was quite good as well. The other actors, I don't really know the others, to be fair. The first tennis coach, I think he's played by a guy called Tony Goldwyn, who was on Friday the 13th. I think he was one of the actors there, but I haven't watched that film, so I don't know. He was decent, but I think Will Smith just takes the cake in this one. And respect also to the young actors who played Serena and Venus. I think they did a good job, because as a child actor, you have so much pressure. You're in a big film, and you're in front of Will Smith, who's a legend, and all these other people. I think that's really, it's a pressure. But the acting wise, it was good. It wasn't bad. It was good. But Will Smith, he's like above everyone in that film. And then the film, it transitions, from the beginnings to, trying to get to the pro and these contacts with the tennis coaches. And that's a big change in the film. And I think one thing they could have done better was the fact they changed the atmosphere of the film. In the beginning of the film, it was quite serious in a way, not too serious, but in a way where, okay, these people, they're living in the ghetto, their lives are tough. All 5 daughters, they're sleeping in one room. Richard, you see him like he's tired. He has that blood stain on his head because of the fight he had with the gang member. And you see him here just like, damn, it's the struggle they pay. And then, not to spoil anything, but throughout the film, as the film progresses, once they start, getting contact with some tennis coaches, the film, like, it goes into a comedy. And as I said, Will Smith, he's a charismatic guy. He really plays the role of Richard well, and he always, joking with the tennis coaches. And yeah, there is one scene, I think, with Richard Williams and his wife. There's a serious moment in there. But other than that, the second half, it's not that serious. And also the scene where Venus prepares for the first match. I think that one was quite good as well. So yeah, that's my main positives of the film. That's the only negative. Negative. Sorry about that. My only negative of the film was, I think, the atmosphere. I don't mind the atmosphere changing, but they did it too quickly. I think they just left the serious bit behind, and they went straight to a comedy. But other than that, I think the film was great, man. It was a great film. I felt inspired. And I'm glad, I chose this film to watch. I also saw Benedetta, which I'm going to review later. So out of 10, I would give this 7.5 out of 10. It is a good film, and the message is really good. It's well acted. Will Smith, he delivers. This very charismatic guy. They didn't make it cringy or anything. They just, the serious bit, as you know, it tells you how it is. The second part is more of a comedy. I didn't really mind it, but in a way they could have made it not so fast, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I actually recommend it. If you when it comes out, nationwide in the commercial cinemas, yeah, I recommend it. Go watch it, man. If you're a fan of Will Smith, if you want a feel-good movie, if you want an inspirational movie, check out King Richard, man. I like him, man. Take care. Thanks for watching.